React is blowing your dang mind, or you feel like you're just barely getting it but could really use some practice, there is a site, reacttraining.com. Pretty easy to remember. Yes, he did. Yeah, I'll mention that in a sec too. Here we go. So React Training, few online courses. There's a free one called React Fundamentals by Tyler McGinnis. That name's familiar. The guy who wrote ReadBase. He also wrote React Router. It's free. You can sign up. 0% complete. I haven't actually done this, but I have loaded up the table of contents many times. I think it looks really good, and Seth has done it, and he says it's really good. So you see, there's some videos, there's some quizzes, there's some projects you can do. Introduction to the React ecosystem, blah, blah, blah. It introduces Webpack, which we have totally glossed over. So if you want to skip that stuff because Create React app handles it for us, feel free. If you're curious, not a bad place to learn it. But there's some other stuff in here. Data flow with props in React. That might be the one that you want if you want some extra help, because that's probably the most everything we're doing is kind of based on this, the whole data flow thing. So someone else's explanation might make more sense to you than mine does. Just a little bit of text, some practice, some code pen examples that you can fiddle around with. Remember, you can always open these code pens and mess with them yourself. He walks through the solutions, just 6 minutes and 22 seconds. Creating lists in React with map and filter. So we used map, we haven't used filter. Practicing map and filter, solution, map and filter. So if you're curious about this stuff, do this. Remember that this is here. Remember you can practice. So if you are feeling a little behind, practice before you come in next week, and stuff gets, of course, a little bit more complicated yet. Break it down, do what you can, make a new project from scratch, like make a React version of Michael Bay Watch or something, you know. Just practice. If you are feeling really on top of everything and just want to be super ambitious, you can explore Firebase's authentication and see if you can add it to the app. I'm not going to bother making that homework because there are a lot of moving pieces there. We're just going to teach it. But if you want to dig in and at least experiment, knock yourself out. Otherwise, your homework is to catch up. Finish Dwarf Underground if you didn't. Catch up on this stuff if you haven't. Practice on reacttraining.com if you are feeling at all behind, which, you know, my impression is that like 3/4 of the class feels that way. Maybe that's not true, but I see a lot of nods. So homework is to catch up. Super mega bonus credit is to have a nice weekend. What?